Hey folks, welcome to our very last check-in together. This will be my final time doing a Monday weekly check-in with you. There are some very important things that are going to be in this video, so please make sure to watch the entire thing. I'm going to be going over the final project, final exam, extra credit placement, all of those kind of things. So please watch for the entirety of this video if you don't normally already do that. But I'm going to go ahead and get started focusing on what is going on for this week. Alrighty, so this week is let me get back over to the course info, I thought I was already there. This week is the week before exam week. And what we are doing this week is completing our final project, which you should have been working on, for the last couple of weeks or so. If you would like me to review anything on your final project, which I'm going to jump back over there in just a second, but if you do want me to review anything for your final project, please turn that into me or email that to me anytime this week. And I'm happy to give you feedback on that. I'm going to jump back over there to the final project just to review some basic concepts and things, and so that we're clear on what is expected of us. The other thing we're going to do is review the study guide for this week. I have a Jeopardy style study guide that you can do by yourself if you'd like to. It's sort of like Quizlet, and usually I do this with my larger classes in person, but the Jeopardy game is still fun and you can do it by yourself either way. It's just a good way to study. And then next week is our exam week. So exams this semester start on Friday actually. And so on Friday at 4 p.m., got that listed here, it's when the exam for this class will open. You can take it anytime after 4 p.m. on Friday until the 13th, which is next Wednesday at 5 p.m. While exam week does go the entire week of next week, my exam will cut off on Wednesday, the 13th at 5 p.m. So please do not think that you have like a normal until Sunday night to take the exam. I've got that listed here. I'll make another announcement about it, just reminding everybody, but you do need to take it no later than 5 p.m. on Wednesday. It's 2 parts and it should take you about 2 hours to do. So just mark off enough time for you to complete both of those. Let's jump back over to the project real quick. I just want to remind of a couple of things. One is in the announcements already. This is a tutorial that I will also put into the project instructions as well, but everybody should have received this as an email. This is how to share your project with me properly on Blackboard. Very, very, very important that you watch this video. It's only about 5 minutes, but it is crucial that you watch this video so that you are sure on how to upload your video without it causing any problems. I've already had a couple of people that I've responded to that have had an issue with the project. And so I just want to make sure that, we are good to go before next week. If you want me to check to see if your project link will work, I'm happy to do that if you'd like to email it to me. And I can click on the link and tell you if it works or not. And then if it doesn't work, then I'll refer you back to this video. If for some reason your project link is not done correctly and it does not meet the criteria that I specify in this video, I am going to put a 0 in for your grade, mostly just to alarm you. And just know that, I can't view your project, so you've got a 0 in the grade book. With that said, as long as you respond to me after you get that feedback, and I will give you instructions on what to do next in the feedback of the grade. If this does happen, then we'll sort that out and have next steps for it. But I hope that nobody has to do that. But I'm just letting you know in advance that if you don't share your link properly and I cannot view your website, I will put a 0 in temporarily until you get back to me. If you don't get back to me, it will remain a 0. So please make sure that you watch this video, you're clear on the instructions, and that there's no issues with that. Excuse me. All right, now jumping back over to the modules page real quick, just to end the project discussion, all of that. Where you go to submit your project is going to be in the projects folder right here. And it's going to be the final project, not the art analysis. That was our one at the midterm. All of your instructions will be listed here, as well as a walkthrough instructions, which if you haven't watched this already, would highly recommend watching this video as well on how to set up your Google site properly. It'll be really, really helpful for you. So please make sure you do that. I want to just reiterate a little bit of what I have in this video though. You need to have created a Google site, this is not a Google Doc, a Google Slides, you will get points deducted severely for not doing it in the correct format. So please make sure that you do submit it as a Google site. Please make sure that you have an exhibition title and statement. There's specifications on that in here. And a theme, a cohesive theme for your exhibition. You have 3 collections that are going to come from different art periods. So that's going to be, Baroque, Rococo, any of the ones that we talked about in our art history units. The artwork that you select, your 6 artworks for each collection, have to come from those periods of time. So if your period that you choose is pop art, then pop art has finite dates that it falls in between. Now, other artwork can be inspired by pop art, but it does not fall within the collection. So it needs to be like dated in the right time periods, which you will find in your label right here. If you've got a pop art piece and it's from 2016 and that's the date that you have, I'll know that's not right. That's not where that's supposed to come from. Or if it's from 1784, that's not right. It's got to fall in the pop art years, which is like 1960s, 70s, 80s, around there. Go do your research on that. But if they are coming from different time periods, or if the images are not, high quality, if you don't have your labels and your descriptions done properly, you're gonna get points deducted. So make sure that you're clear on that. Another tip, you do not want to write in first person. For your website, you are essentially representing a gallery or a online exhibition, where it's not going to be like I, myself, I think, or other first person language. You want it to be like you're speaking from the gallery or for the gallery. So make sure to not use language that is too personal. And this is also, you want to use professional language in this. It doesn't need to be like a conversational type thing. You want it to seem professional. Essentially, if just imagine for a moment, if this website were to be published, which it's going to be published, and you were doing research on one of the art movements that you've listed, you could go to this website and get information, like good solid information about it. You don't want it to be something that seems like it's not credible. You want it to seem very professional, well written, cited properly if need be, good images, good organization, all of those things. Here are some student examples that I've mentioned before, and these are all really great examples of what to do for this project. Now, off of the project conversation, we're going to get back over here to the modules page. The final exam is going to be at the very bottom. This is where you're going to take it. Underneath the projects, above the PowerPoints, you'll click there. It's not available yet. It'll be available on the 8th. I know it says this here, but it'll change. It'll be available on the 8th at 4 p.m., both parts. Each part should take you about an hour to do. They, you can take them back to back if you'd like to, if you have 2 hours that you want to sit down and just do everything together. However, if you want to take part A on Friday and part B on Wednesday, it's not a big deal. You just have to have them all turned in both turned in by Wednesday at 5 p.m. Here's your Jeopardy style study guide question for part A, which, as we know, is coming from the curriculum design, not from me personally. So this is going to be questions that you have not seen before, but it is going to be concepts that we have discussed in the class. So just make sure that you are, clear on what those concepts are and what these questions are before taking part A. Part B is coming from our quiz questions, which I've always advised you to write down the quiz questions, to review your quizzes, to have a study guide, but it's just reused quiz questions that we have scored the poorest on over the semester. So it'll all just be redone questions. And that's all you need to do. It'll be available again Friday, 4 p.m., close at Wednesday at 5 p.m. And the last thing that I want to talk about is the extra credit. If you have taken an extra credit opportunity, which in this class specifically that I'm on, no one has submitted any extra credit to me yet, which is a shame. You can get up to 6 points extra credit. And at this time, probably not likely that you're going to do that. You have to go to a gallery, take a selfie in the gallery, and then email that photo to me, and I'll add the extra credit points onto your final grade. So, that could very easily, if you had done it throughout the semester, bump you from, having a B to an A or a C to a B, with 6 points extra credits. I mean, that's going to, even if you just did one opportunity and you had an 88 in the class, that's going to bump you up to a 90. So it's going to go from a B to an A. But anyway, if you haven't done that already, there is one more extra credit opportunity going on. It will be right here, Carry This Splendor, This Chaos by Anna Kanar. It is available until December 8th in the Roush Gallery on the Gaston College's main campus. So if you would like to attend that before then, you're more than welcome to send me that extra credit in. However, you need to, by that December 8th, you need to have turned your extra credit into me before exam week starts. And that's when I'll start calculating these things together and putting in the final grades. So make sure that you've done that. If you want to do that extra credit, which I would highly advise everybody to do in here, especially if you are looking to, get extra credit, get, your grade raised. I've gotten several emails regarding extra credit, or people wanting to know if they can make up assignments or do extra credit. And I always advise, going to the gallery, and, have not heard back from a lot of people, especially in my online classes. So take advantage of this opportunity, y'all. It's right in front of you there. But otherwise, that is all that I've got for you guys this week. This is the last few things that we've got to do to wrap up final project. Again, if you would like to email that to me for me to revise, happy to do that before Friday. If you want me to just check the link, happy to do that before Friday as well. Final exam is going to open on next Friday at, or I'm sorry, not next Friday. It will be this Friday. Sorry, having like a little brain moment. It'll be this Friday at 4 p.m. is when it'll open. Project is due on Sunday at 11:59 p.m. And then extra credit needs to be turned in on Friday as well. If you have any other questions or any other concerns following this video or just the remainder of the class, please let me know. I'm happy to work with you however I can. However, after the end of next week, I will start putting grades in the following Monday. So that will be, get my calendar back up here. The 18th is when I'll start putting in final grades. So make sure you're looking out for that. Make sure you're also just doing some general housekeeping and that you're, looking over your grades that you've got so far. If something doesn't look right, email me about it. It's, you should take responsibility to make sure that your grade is what it should be. If there's an error that I haven't caught yet, don't just assume that I'm going to catch it. If there's something that, you're seeing that it's not been changed yet, follow up with me, make sure that it's getting done. But otherwise, that is all I have for you guys. It's been a wonderful semester. I wish you guys the best of luck on your exams, for this class and for other classes. And I hope you have a happy holiday.